Dreamers, for the last 10 weeks, I've been selling options every single week to generate passive income. Now, guys, a lot of people that day trade, option trade, are buying options. 90% of those people that trade end up losing money and never become profitable traders. Now, me, I'm selling options. I'm on the other side of the option chain. This way, I'm generating passive income, almost passive income every single week by setting it on Monday, letting it trade throughout the week, and collecting my premiums at the end of the week or at the end of the month. Now, this strategy is perfect for teachers, CDL bus drivers, truck drivers, doctors, lawyers that do not have time to look at the market every single second of the day. You guys are part of these trading groups. It was like, dang, I missed that trade. I was in a meeting. Dang, I missed that trade. Dang, I got in or I got out too late. I couldn't get that signal. Guys, this strategy right here has generated me around $10,316 in the last 10 weeks alone. In January, I made $6,069. In February, horrible month in the stock market. I'm talking about February, the market was just pulling back every single week, but I still managed to pull out $3,927. Now, I've been doing covered calls, cash secure puts, poor man covered calls, put credit spreads, bull credit spreads. If none of that sounds anything like you understand, guys, consider joining the Patreon. Join the dream team. I'm teaching you guys the strategy that I use, and that is called the wheel strategy. I have everything in there that you need to know about the wheel strategy. If you want to join the dream team, I do Zoom calls every single Sunday, going over our plays and teaching you guys poor man cover calls, put credit spreads, everything like that on how to sell options. I'm going to show you guys examples in this video. And if you do want to join the Lucid Dreamer role, you get everything. And if you guys do want to join the Lucid Dreamer role you can do it for around $10 a month if you wanted to. In there, you get access to all of my pro day traders, all my technical analysis when I buy and sell options, when I buy and sell a stock. But if you guys do want to be a part of the wheel strategy team, you can join the dream team. If you want to get to my pro day traders and my technical analysis and my stocks, you guys could join the Lucid Dreamers. And if you do want to pick up some free stocks, you can join with Moo. Right now, they're offering up to 30 free stocks, and you can get 8.1 cash sweep interest on the uninvested cash inside of your portfolio. Now, the real strategy has been working amazing for me. I'm going to give you guys real plays in this video that I've been doing to generate passive income. If we come back to my sheet right here, you guys can see that I've been selling it on a couple of these stocks. I'm going to give you guys every criteria that I take. Right now, we're taking a look at Tesla. I made $3,691 in premium on Tesla. And if we take a look at the Tesla charts right here, I can tell you guys right now that I was selling covered calls on Tesla on the way up to the top. I had one at 275. I rolled it up and out a month, sold it at like 320. And then the pre-election, post-election bull run continued to happen, and Tesla continued to pull back. And now I'm able to buy my shares back of Tesla at a cheaper price. That's right. I'm going to get paid to buy shares of Tesla at a cheaper price. And I'm going to show you guys that in this video. Okay, so let me walk you guys through it step by step in my criteria on what I take and exactly how this wheel strategy works. Now, I'm going to be buying back my shares of Tesla. I sold it at $320 per share. And now Tesla's at $262 per share at the recording of this video. The price probably is going to change by the time this video come out. I'm recording this on a Sunday. By the time you watch it, the price of Tesla might have went up a lot or pulled back a lot, depending on when I release this video. So the first thing that you want to do, remember, I sold at 320, so I want to buy back at a cheaper price. That's the number one thing in the stock market, is to buy low and to sell high. So I'm going to show you how to pick up shares of Tesla at a cheaper price. Now, the first thing that you want to do, you want to hit trade. You want to hit trade options. Then I'm going to go out exactly 1 week. If you want to go out further, you could. I go out a week so I could create content every single week. Guys, you could go out a month. You can set it up on the first of the month, have it expire at the end of the month, and you do not have to check the market every single second of the day, every day. You can set it on the first of the month and check it every Monday until the end of the month and see how your options is playing out. This is perfect for school teachers, doctors. You do not have to sit at your computer every single second of the day checking your phone on whether if your option is playing out well or not. So when you first start off, it's going to start off on buy call. We're going to be selling a put. That means this gives us the opportunity to buy 100 shares. When you're dealing with options, you're dealing with 100 shares. This gives us the opportunity to buy 100 shares of Tesla at a determined price. And if it do not reach that determined price, we keep our collateral and we get to keep the premium. The premium is the number on the right in the dollar sign. So right here where it says $8.95, you multiply that by 100. So that's $895, right? Now, what I do, I like to scroll down. The share price of Tesla is at $262. I'll scroll down to $250, and right there, I'll click this one. Now, what I will do is click on the option chain and look at the delta. I like to select deltas at a 0.3 or lower. The delta right here is a 0.29, so it do reach my criteria. But I could be a little bit more risky right here and have it right at that 0.29 because I do want to get my shares back. If you want to be a little less risky, you could go down to a 0.2 delta. Let's look at the 245, and that gives us a 0.23. Or we could go down to the 240. That gives us a 0.18. So you could pick any of those option chains, but for this example, we're going to be looking at the 250. That means they're going to give us $5.25 per share, or $525 at the end of this week. Now, so this means that if Tesla pulls back to $250, I'm going to get 100 shares of Tesla at $250, and they paid me $525 to buy 100 shares of Tesla. I was comfortable with that. But if Tesla stays above $250, let's say if Tesla goes up from 262 to 265, or Tesla do pull back from 262 to 250, that means I get to keep my collateral. I do not have to buy 100 shares, and I get to keep the $525 in premium that I already get. As soon as you put this order in, it goes to your account immediately. The $525 go to your account immediately. So I get to keep my collateral, and I get to keep the premium. And this is what I've been doing every single week. You want to look at the delta, you want to be looking at the technical analysis, and you also want to be looking at the premium that you're going to be collecting. Now, the second thing that you guys want to do is that you cannot do this on every stock. You cannot run the wheel strategy on every stock. You want to look at stocks that have high IVs. Tesla has an IV of 88%. That means that the implied volatility on this stocks is going to give you a pretty doggone good premium. Some stocks out there has a low IV like 10%, 20%. It's not going to give you much premium at all. So when we're taking a look at Tesla, it has a high IV, it has a pretty good delta at the strike of $250, and they're going to be paying me $500.25 this week alone in premium. And if I'm going to pick up the shares or not at 250, it depends on the stock price at the end of the week on Tesla. So you do want to only run the real strategy on companies that you absolutely do not mind owning for the long run. Long-term investor in Tesla, cool. Do not run the real strategy on stocks that you don't know anything about or that you're scared of owning at a cheaper price. So I've been doing this on Tesla. Now, let me show you guys a little tip and trick. You guys are probably saying, I do not have $25,000 to invest inside of Tesla to pick up shares of Tesla for $25,000. What you can do is go to the leverage of Tesla. So everyone who stayed to the end of this video, you guys comment down below, scary money don't make no money. And I know you made it to this part of the video to where you can get the best tips and tricks throughout the entire video. So a lot of people do not have $25,000 to sell cash secure puts on Tesla. So what you can do is that you could type in TSLL. This is a leverage of Tesla, and it's only $10.65. This is a 2x leverage of Tesla. That means for every 1% that Tesla goes up, TSLL is going to go up 2%. If Tesla falls back 1%, TSLL is going to fall 2%. So this is a leverage of Tesla, and it's only $10.65. So other than investing $25,000, this will only cost you $1,000. And then you can hit the same thing. You go to trade options. You can look for a 0.3 delta. Let's look for a 0.3 delta. That's a 0.179. We could click the 10. That's a 0.33. So we'll be looking at the 9.5. That's a 0.25 delta right here. And then you could collect $36 on your $1,000 of Tesla every single week. Yes, that's right. So $36 on $1,000. So $36 on $950. What's that? A 3.7% gain in just 1 week from doing it on TSLL, if you guys wanted to do it that way. So a couple other ones that I've been doing it on, if we take a look right here, I've actually been doing it on Apple. I've been doing a lot of poor man covered calls on Apple. That's when you buy a leap and then you sell covered calls versus your leaps. I've been doing a lot on QQQ, making a lot of money from QQQ, up $2,001. But guys, without adding in March yet, I'm up $10,316. If this is something that you guys do want to learn, the wheel strategy, join the dream team. I have 4 spots remaining. trying to keep it small so our Zoom calls on Sundays don't get too big. If you guys do want to join that link to the dream team is going to be down in the pinned comment section and down in the description. So if you guys are tired of losing inside of the stock market and you're tired of having to look at the options every single second of the day and your job does not allow it, unless you're at home a full-time trader, it is almost impossible to day trade. It's almost impossible to day trade if you're not a full-time trader. But with this strategy right here, the wheel strategy is passive. With the wheel strategy, it gives you your time back. Now, the only reason someone do not want to do the wheel strategy is because of the return on your investments, and you have to have a lot of capital. You have to have a large capital to see decent returns. But I'll show you guys inside of my Discord, inside my Patreon, on how you could do that with leverage stocks. But the thing is that if you are buying options, you can make 100 to 200% in a day if you wanted to. With selling options, you're going to win 90% of the time, but like I showed you guys, you could make 3.7% in a week, which is, you know, not up everybody's alley. But if you do 3.7% every single week throughout the entire year, let me show you guys what that could add up to. So here we are on Compound Daily. Is if you started off with, let's say, $10,000 and you're doing 3.7% every single week for the next 52 weeks. I'm not saying that you're going to win every trade, but you should win around 90% of them. And you can hit calculate now. So if you start off with $10,000, you can end the year with around $66,000. That's just with a 3.77% gain every single week. And as you guys I showed you how you can make 500% in a week on Tesla. This was the TSLL example. You can make 360 the first week, 383 the second week, so on and so on and so on. And then if you come down, let's go right here. If you come down to the 29th week, you'll bring in your first $1,000 week. And by the end of the year, you'll be bringing in around $2,000 every single week. And that's very achievable. So you can start off with $10,000 and you can end the year off with $66,000. So it's very achievable, guys. Once again, if you want to learn this, the wheel strategy is a strategy that you need to have in your bag. That's a tool that you need to have inside your bag. There's plenty of free videos out there that you can learn on your own. Take your time if you want to do it. But if you need a little help, remember, I'm always here for you. So if you made it to the end of this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button, because that helps out this channel more than you guys can possibly even imagine. But in that, guys, I'm Zeke, bringing you the Dream Green Show, and I'm out. Peace.